other day, after a successful drive around the block and the gear changes and all that lot, I took the SportaKabin down for its MOT. It did fail. Not a massive amount, but it failed. So, worked my way through the list. Didn't do any filming whilst I was doing this, but registration plate was insecure. I'll show you this. Right. So the registration plate has got the sticky pads on it. This one and this one were fine. This one had come loose and it was literally flapping this side. That was apparently insecure. Was that a bit harsh? Maybe, I don't know, but let's get past it. Directional indicators, the wrong colour. Yeah, I'll give them that one. I put clear lenses on the SportaKabin and I put clear lenses and didn't change the bulb colour. So I'll give him that one. That is now legal and changed. That's an orange bulb there and an orange bulb down the side as well. The other one I got flagged up for was the tyre. I can't remember where I've put that one. There was a small cut in it and it was down to the cords. So for now, just to get it through its MOT, I've got a cheapie, 20 quid, part one. I say for now, let's be realistic, that's probably going to stay on there quite a while. Next, what we got here. Wheel bearing has excessive play in the offside front, and the wheel bearing rough when rotated near side front. So I've changed them. Well, I say I've changed them. I don't have a press or anything like that, so I've changed the bearings but kept the racers in because why not? But they're all re-greased up and refitted. Seem to be spinning freely and seem to be sounding, well, like a bearing should. What else have we got here? Let's have a look. Service brake excessively binding on the near side rear. Well, I've adjusted the service brake. As good as it's going to get. Will it make a difference? I don't know. Don't use it. Just stick it in park. I mean, let's be realistic. Who's got an automatic and actually uses the handbrake? No one. You just stick it in park. That's what it's there for. And the brakes are imbalanced across the rear. The brakes are imbalanced because let me find the old pads. So I have actually removed the caliper. They're the old pads. They are absolutely worn down and buggered. I did buy a rebuild kit because I thought it was going to be an easier option than that light's a bit annoying, isn't it? Did buy a rebuild kit, thought it was going to be an easier option until they sent me a brake kit for an E36 BMW. I have a Volvo 240. So that went out the window. So that put me back a bit. So I missed the retest. The retest was on Tuesday, just gone. So I missed the retest part of it. Let's move you over here so you can out the light. So yeah, we missed the retest part of it. So we're now on with finding a solution. That solution has arrived today. Hold on. Should have just done this in the first place. Shiny new caliper with pistons that work, unlike my old one. So, and it comes with a new bleeder as well, because the bleeder, I don't know whether you can see that, the bleeder is completely hacked and gashed and completely bollocksed. Oh, and I also had to bend the pins when I was taking them out, the R clips, I think they're called. Didn't bend them, they completely snapped. And then that one, you'll see, is a screw going through it now, because when I went to take the R clip out, it all snapped, but left the tiniest little bit in the middle of the clip, so I couldn't actually get it out. So it's still in there. I can't drill it out because I don't have a drill bit small enough. Well, I do, but they're that fine. As soon as you put weight on them, they go "Pah!" and don't want to be a drill bit anymore. So we'll just wing it and put the screw back in it. I'm sure it's going to be fine. The brakes are going to be a bit of a mishmash now, because on the driver side of the car is an ATS caliper that got replaced a couple of years ago, and this new one for that side is a Girling. It doesn't make the slightest bit of difference. They still do the job. They're both designed for the 240. It's just one's one brand and one's the other. I think ATS were more popular in the States, but weirdly more readily available on eBay. Don't know if I could say eBay. Said it again. Don't really care. But this is a Girling one. Same sort of job. 2-piston. Brakes in the middle. Feed line into it. Job done. So we'll get the hardware in there. And because I've got new pads. So we'll get the brake pads in there. Get it in the car. Get it bled. And work out what we're going to do for another MOT. So we just need to work out how I'll put that in. So I'm going to use and get that pin out, because I did try and fit this one with the new brakes and everything. What size socket did I use for that bugger? That might have been the 8mm. And this is the problem you have when you don't tidy up. And I've only got myself to blame because I'm the only one in here. So, bugger. Let's try and find that one then. We found it. Now, annoyingly, the new one didn't come with all the hardware, so we're just going to have to reuse my big giant screw. Until I can find a replacement. I don't even know what you call them, peg sliders. Yeah, no idea what you call them. As you can see, that one is absolutely shot. So that can go on that shelf for now. Right. Assemble these, throw them back on the car, and make some engine noises. Don't know what the point of these little things are. Dust cap shields, something like that. Pain in the arse to get fit. That's that one, that's that one. This is also a little bit bent as well, that's why it doesn't go in properly. nothing to magnetise to. You're a bit stumped. That's just going to get in the way there. Never mind that, that's just a lot of crap falling off the car. Right, let's wedge it there. There we go. That'll work. No, it won't, because you're just seeing the light there, aren't you? Ah, well. Right. Leader to the top. Let's get in here and see if it fits. Just keep it there. Lines should still be okay. Did get a bit bent moving it out of the way, but they should. The flare is still on them, they should be still fine. There's no cracks in them. Right, calipers installed. I have just thought though, I've got two different brands of brake caliper on the back, which means I'll have to buy two sets of brake pads, different brands. But I'm always going to have a spare, aren't I? Because they come in pairs, in a pair. Right, what have we got next to do? I need to bleed it, wheels and tyres, and then I need to put the grill back on. I don't know if you can see that. I modified the grill to fit the new headlights because it was too long. You can buy short ones, but they are stupidly expensive. So what I did, I don't know if you can see this here, this amazing bit of fabrication. Yeah, I just chopped the grill and silicone the crap out of it. It is coming apart a bit. Probably wants a bit of what do you call it, that molten plastic stuff. Probably wants a bit of that on it. But hell, it'll work for now. It's good enough for who it belongs to. And then I just need to reattach the Volvo emblem. And yes, that is a prancing moose, not the Ferrari horse, as some people mistake it for. Don't know how I'm going to do that, but anyway, that's down the line. Right, let's get these brakes bled. Right, calipers all back on, brakes are bled. That's a difficult one to say, that's the third time I've tried that. Anyway, it's all bled, wheels and tyres are going back on now, get it back on the deck, and then that should be everything. I can't think of anything else that I've missed. I'll go through the list. Registration plate front secure. Well, it's now secure. Directional indicator incorrect, near side front, offside front. They're both now orange bulbed. Side repeater incorrect colour, near side and offside. They're now orange bulbs. Tyre is cut in excess of requirements. Tyres now changed. Wheel bearing has excessive play on offside front. Changed the wheel bearing in that, kept the race, packed it full of grease. Wheel bearing rough when rotated, near side front. Again, original races, new bearings, packed full of grease, back on. Brakes imbalanced across rear. Now I should have solved that by putting a new caliper on and bleeding them. Service brake excessively binding near side rear. Well, I've adjusted it. Have I done enough? Oh. Brake pads worn down to indicator near side rear. I've changed that because I put new pads on. Parking brake efficiency below requirements. Well, again, I've adjusted that. Right. Minor leaks and repair if necessary. They're not necessary. Bollocks to it. Right. Right, let's get it back on the deck. Job's a good one. Right, wheels and tyres back on. Get me Ugga Dugga. I mean my, calibrated torque wrench. Right, that's one side torque to spec. Let's go do the other side. You can come with me in this time. See the magic, how it all happens. Right, I've got to tidy up all my tools. There you go. Sit in a load of brake fluid. That's, of course. There's a load of brake fluid in that little tub. Right. Ooh. Did I put the spacer back on the other side? I think I did. Must have done. Trying to avoid sitting in all this bloody gunk. Right. And my battery's dying. Because I'm cheap, I've only got one battery. So, aha! There's a socket here. I don't know whether I'll actually be able to get in this. These are genuinely the heaviest wheels ever. Don't know why they need to be so bloody heavy, but they are. But they are really nice wheels. So nice, I've never been able to find any since, including a spare or anything like that. Couldn't even remember the make of them. Right, so the car is all back on the ground. The front does still sit quite low, but that is just because of the springs. The ones that everyone has used, or people that have done this swap, and all the forums say to use, which are the V6 diesel 240 ones, because they are stronger and heavier. But obviously they, from all accounts, are running a stock radiator. And I've got the new Corvette, not a new Corvette, but I think I've got a C3 Corvette radiator in it, so it's a lot bigger, a lot heavier. I have tried to address that fact with some spring assisters, which are just rubber coils that go between the spring and just help it to not sag out as much. Primarily used in the rear of vehicles for towing and heavy loads and stuff like that, but I have seen and spoke to people that have used them in the front, and they don't make a massive difference. They do help a little bit, and they're not a permanent fix. It is a temporary fix. It is literally just until I can get some coilovers, which hopefully will be in the near future. Next step is to get it back down to the MOT station. Hopefully drop it off Monday night so you can test it Tuesday. I might illegally drive this up to work. No, I won't. Yeah. And then once it's MOT'd, start putting some miles on it. I do have, all being well, if it passes, fingers crossed it passes this time. I can't see why it wouldn't. I've done all the work to it. I've gone through the list. We have the list here. We've gone through it. But yeah, when it passes, when I can't tell you too much about it, but I have an exciting, some exciting stuff coming up with the Volvo, which you will see on a future episode of this channel. And yeah, right. Believe it or not, I am actually going to tidy up because that's the current state of my bench. And yes, you heard that right. I'm going to tidy up. Right. See you next time.